Hey, Mikey here, and today I want to share with you how can you connect with your higher self, and also misconceptions that about the vibration here, and also some misconceptions that people have that are holding people back from connecting with their higher self because they have a misunderstanding of what their true self or their higher self really is. Maybe you have one of those misconceptions. This video will help you get clearer on what that higher self really is and easily connect with it in this moment. Alright, as I said in the beginning, I was going to talk about some misconceptions that people have. And let's get straight to that. So let's clear some things up here, okay? Because it might get confusing on this spiritual journey, right? Everybody talking this higher self, your true self, and you might start thinking that your true self, your higher self, is something that is, maybe outside of you, something you have to, connect to. Right? Something you have to connect to, something you have to attain, something you have to achieve, right? Something you have to seek. Certain things you gotta do, so I get there, right? It's like a goal. Okay, higher self is here, that's my goal, I gotta go there. That's a big misconception. It's not something you attain, right? Higher consciousness is not something you attain. Connecting to your higher self is not something you achieve. You are already that. You are already that higher self. And what most people have misunderstood or misidentified with this, they have misidentified with their self, right? But they stay with me. I know my words are a little bit confusing right now, but people think that when they say I am, right? When they say I am this, I am that, I am 20 years old, I'm 50 years old, when they say that they refer to this body, right? I am Mikey, I'm Mikey, I'm Mikey, I'm this person in this world, right? When they say I, they mean this little person. And maybe you have that situation going on right now. I remember I had. And still on some level I have that belief, right? But the more I'm doing this spiritual work, the more I'm, so to say, connecting with my higher self, the more this illusion starts to go away. So, the I, right? I am, when you were 5 years old, let me explain this concept to you so you understand me more. So when you were 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, you said, I am 7 years old. Okay? You had a whole different body, different thoughts, right? Different identity, different beliefs, different age, different height, different weight. You said, I am 7 years old. Now, in this moment, you also say, I am 25 years old. I am 40 years old. So you're saying, I am when you were 7, and you're saying, I am right now. So who is this I? Is this the body? Well, let's think about it. Let's go back 5 years from now. Right? Different body than now. Right? But ask yourself, who's who's observing the body change, right? Who's observing the body change? Who is the one who's observing that? Now, you might say, okay, my mind is observing that, right? My mind is observing it. Okay, let's see. Your thoughts, right? You are aware of your thoughts, aren't you? Like, you know what you were thinking about. Like, you know what you were thinking about. You know the ideas that you had. So, who's observing these thoughts come and go? Right? Like, cannot be the mind is observing the body when the thoughts are also observed. Okay, so let's go deeper. Let's see. Beliefs. Right? These are deep, right? Beliefs. So when you were 7 years old, totally different beliefs than now. Beliefs constantly changing. Who's observing those beliefs changing? Let's go to the deepest. Let's go to your identity, right? Which is at the root, which is in your subconscious. Identity, like personality. 5 years ago, you're probably a totally different person. And you have evolved, grown, changed. Who has observed that the whole time? That's the I. That is the I. That is the true self. That is the higher self that we are talking about. So people believe, even on their spiritual journey, they go on to their spiritual journey, and they think that they are this body, they are this person, and they have to connect to higher self. Not realizing that they are this higher self already observing from that place, right? Like, realize you are already observing from that place. Seeing thoughts come and go, seeing your body change, seeing belief change, seeing external circumstances change, your financial situation change, your relationships change, and even your thoughts. You can even observe your thoughts. You are already watching from that place. And what most people have done so far is that they have identified with these thoughts. They believe that the voice in their head is them, that the feelings, right? That it's them. It's so I know. It's close. It's personal. It's like, Mikey, like, this is my experience. I'm feeling this. Like, I am feeling these emotions. But at that moment, ask, who's observing those emotions? Who's observing that this character is feeling that emotion? Who is observing that? Who's observing feelings come and go? Who's observing that? Like, even during the best circumstances ever, right? You're so happy, you feel amazing, you got the career you want, you got the money you want, the relationships, the health, you feel amazing. Still, there's somebody observing that. Who is observing that? That's where we want to go. That's your true self. That is what I denotes to. I denotes to consciousness, awareness. That's your true self. That's the higher self that you are trying to connect to. That's the key. And by the way, if you have questions about this, let me know in the comments down below. I will get back to you. If it's confusing, I understand. When I started my journey, I was learning about those topics and I was confused. I was confused. I didn't get what they're saying. And even I got some exercises that I'm about to share with you that will help you connect to your higher self in this moment and start recognizing your true self more and more. You know, as I got those exercises as well, I was like it's nothing, right? Like hot. Like, I'm not feeling anything, or like I was confused. They taught me these things. I was confused, but I had an open mind. So I'm going to tell you the same thing. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. So that moves me to what you can start doing to start connecting to your higher self more and more. So thoughts are things that will keep your attention outside. And I'm not meaning external reality. I'm meaning like you are this awareness, right? Like this, you are observing thoughts, you're observing feelings. So thoughts are already outside. You are observing. So when you're constantly thinking, then your attention goes outside, and your true self will never start revealing itself to you. Your true self will start revealing itself to you only if there are gaps in mind, gaps in thoughts. If you start creating gaps in thoughts, then you will start recognizing who you truly are more and more. Your true self will start revealing itself to you more and more. So that is why meditation is so important. Meditation will start creating gaps in mind, gaps in this constant thinking. It creates this gap, and even if it's two seconds, for 2 seconds you're not thinking, for 5 seconds you're not thinking. That's how the journey starts. But that's the beginning of something big. Those gaps will start getting bigger, and you'll start recognizing more and more, like this presence, this beingness. Right? When you're talking to me right now, right? There's somebody who needs to be aware of this, right? Somebody is aware of this. Just try to sense for a second. I'm not trying to ask you to do something complicated or hard. If you're serious about this, and if you're watching this video right now, it's 12 minutes already, I know you're serious. So, right now, try to sense this, this sense of I am aware. Take a deep breath. Take a breath in. Just try to sense this. There is this sense of aliveness, right? If I ask you, are you aware? Are you aware? Like, you're like, of course, yeah, I'm aware. Right? I am aware. But this awareness has been with you your whole life. Right? So gaps in thoughts will start you on this journey. So when you start meditating, which I highly recommend that you do, it depends on when you're watching this, maybe I have already made a video on meditation. You can check it out on my channel if I have meditation videos and teaching how to meditate properly. If I don't, then I will make it soon. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the video. So as you start creating these gaps in thoughts, right, during your meditations, then start recognizing what is left, what remains when there is no thought. Like, what remains? And now a trap what most people fall into, and I also fell into it a little bit in the beginning of my journey. So when I say recognize what remains, then don't involve thinking in that process. As I said, thinking are the clouds thoughts are clouds in the clear sky, right? Your true self is the clear sky, right? When the sky is clear, you are in bliss, in joy, happiness, freedom, peacefulness, right? You're connected, right? You are connected with your higher self, you can say. Right? In teaching, like right now I'm teaching, I'm saying connect to your higher self, all that kind of stuff. But know that you are already that, right? There's not something outside of you have to connect to. So, as these gaps are, let go of the mind and just see what remains. Don't involve thinking. If thoughts come, let them go by simply coming back to your breath, or coming back to, the sense of your body, or coming back trying to sense this I am aware. Sensing this aliveness right now. And even right now, like you can sense this aliveness, right? This beingness in this moment. Right here. Right now. And at first, it might be a little boring. It might be like, Mike, it's nothing here. This is boring. What the hell is this, right? It's not worth it. And trust me, this is worth it. This is what you're seeking. This is everything that you're seeking from life. This is everything that you're seeking from life. This is everything here. This is everything. If you keep seeking spiritual entertainment, right? There's another video. Oh, these are the signs that you're attracting this, and these are the signs that this is this happening. Do it. Nothing wrong with that. But direct path is this. Direct path is this. At first, it might be a little boring, but the more you do it, the more interested you will start to become in it. The more interested you will start to become in it. The less you will start identifying with these thoughts. You will start realizing experientially that, man, these thoughts come and go, feelings come and go, but I remain. I remain. Oh, and that's where we're going. That's where we are going on this journey. That's exciting. That's exciting. I know it takes some work. I know. But it's worth it. So, a quick exercise I want to give you that will help you also start recognizing the I am sense. It's called the I am sense. You start recognizing this presence, this awareness that you really are. So this exercise, very simple. For 2 to 5 seconds, stop all thinking. Whatever you have to do, maybe you have to clap, close your eyes. Maybe you have to, whatever you have to do. Maybe you have to just get I don't know, whatever you need to do. But what I do is I do like that. So let me show you. Let me show you how to stop thoughts for 2 to 5 seconds. Hey, let me show you a little tutorial here. I just connected with my higher self. Right now, I connected with my higher self. Believe it or not. As I said, if you have gaps in thoughts, what remains is your true self. And I'm teaching right now. So when you are doing this, don't try to think, okay, what remains? Oh, okay, my higher self remains. Or awareness. I remain. Thinking are the clouds. Disengage. Thoughts come, disengage. Thoughts come, disengage. Thoughts come, disengage. Thoughts come, disengage. The clouds, the thinking, they cloud your true self. They cloud your true being. That's it. That's it. This was Mikey. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, because I'm sharing very valuable content with you to help you on your spiritual journey, to realize your true self and live life from happiness. Live life with presence. Live a life of purpose, fulfillment. And live life with flow. Flow through life instead of suffering, struggling, right? Because if you believe you're this little person, this ego in this big world, you will always suffer. If your life is good, yeah, everything's good. But if things go to shit, then you go with that. Then you go with it. But the spiritual work is everything. If you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe. If you like this video, if you got value, make sure you hit the like button. And if you have any further questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, this was Mikey, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.